More ancient history jewelry stories. It's Tiara Tuesday, and it is almost the end of our deep dive series on Archeological Revival jewelry. We've mentioned Napoleon Bonaparte a lot, so I thought it was a good time to talk about his crown, which was equal parts Archeological Revival and bullshit. This crown was commissioned by Napoleon and was used in the 1804 coronation of the Emperor of the French. Napoleon himself called it the crown of Charlemagne and made up an absolutely insane backstory to try to convince people that it was historically significant and much older than it actually was. He paid for a fake study that claimed that the crown belonged to Charlemagne and was authentic and antique. Now, the crown is inlaid with a variety of much older, mostly ancient Roman stones, but the crown itself definitely does not date back to Charlemagne. This was a further attempt by Napoleon to continue to tie himself to ancient Rome and Charlemagne. For reference, this is the guy we're talking about, doing Roman Emperor cosplay. Of course, in true Napoleon fashion, this was not the only crown used at his coronation. He first wore the gold laurel wreath of Roman emperors, because of course he did, and then briefly wore this crown before touching it to Empress Josephine's head. Napoleon was very fond of using ancient Roman cameo and intaglio stones in both his own jewelry and the jewelry that he gifted to others, including Josephine. Some of Josephine's cameo pieces have survived in the collections of the Swedish royal family. This crown is very indicative of the sort of ruler that Napoleon was. He was equal parts dictator and showman. See the previously mentioned Roman emperor cosplay. I'd like to lump it in with Archeological Revival, but the truth is he was trying to pass this off as something contemporary to Charlemagne, meaning that he was claiming that this crown was 1,000 years old. One reason why Napoleon felt the need to lie about the age of this crown was because after the French Revolution, in order to try to prevent a monarchy from ruling in the future, the majority of the French royal jewels were destroyed, including the original coronation crown. In fact, in the 19th century, after multiple episodes of disastrous rule by Bonapartes, the French royal jewels were once again mostly destroyed. This crown was one of the few exceptions.